Hey, Shalom, Akim, Shalom. First thing and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor that is due to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim, Kakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect, noise in this gospel, broad lifting up the standard of Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. This is just a lesson through the spirit. I was watching the elder brother Karatazah Bob from the GMS Baltimore camp. And it says, Christian marriage coach says women should date as many men as possible. It's of God, you know, and that's kind of, when you look at that, it's like, wait a minute. If you're a Christian, you're supposed to be a so-called man of God, right? And the Bible tells us that women are supposed to deal with one man their entire life. Okay, a woman is not supposed to go out and play the whore or any of that nature. But instead, in this kingdom, the Christian church teaches different. And this is why when you go to these mega churches, whether they be mainly Jake churches, this is why Jake churches is a resemblance of the clubs, man. Because I remember when I was going to that in my late teen years, going to the church, it was basically like fucking high school, man. And honestly speaking, I used to go to try to pick up the women, you know, because in my spirit, I never really believed in that shit. You know, I kind of knew it wasn't right, and it just seemed off, you know. But anyway, neither here nor there. It's kind of ironic. Well, I won't even say ironic, but it's kind of funny that, you know, that a so-called Christian preacher would teach that. But it doesn't surprise me because, like I said, the churches is nothing more but whorehouses. And when you go into the book of Jeremiah, I believe it's the 5th chapter, and it said that they assemble themselves as troops in the harlot houses. That's talking about them damn churches, man. Because when you look at the black church, who's the primary attendee? It's the freaking black woman, man. It's the black woman in a so-called homosexual, or not the so-called, a homosexual man. Okay, because we know that Keisha breeds that type of behavior. And then usually the pastor or the head organist or the head pianist is a mo. You know, or they have some type of scandal or some type of Ponzi scheme going on to dupe their congregation for money. So this is not relatively surprising that this will be the moniker of the black Christian church, all right? So, and a lot of it is just a hustle, a gimmick. And this is why we tell you that them churches, man, you and them churches, the Lord is going to destroy you, because the Lord doesn't operate like that. Okay, the Bible encouraged women to be married, okay? And if they were put away from their husbands, the Bible recommends that they remain single, okay? Because there's nothing but confusion that can arise from that. You see? So let Esau, Edom, or you Jakes tell it, a woman has the right to do what the hell she wants to do. And this is the reason why this world is all fucked up and it's going to hell, man. Because for one thing, the woman is completely out of order. But I'm going to play a couple of minutes of this video because he was going back and forth with a guy. I don't know if the guy that had the beard is an Israelite or not. But basically, he was catching this dude up in his folly because he was like, wait a minute. In one sentence, you telling women that they supposed to be married, but then you telling them to go and date as many men as possible, but you supposed to be a goddamn Christian. So which is it? Okay, but which Christians, they ain't nothing but a bunch of idol worshipers anyway. Okay, they don't believe in the scriptures. They don't believe in the law, statutes, and commandments. And they damn sure don't believe in having a man to be over the woman. Okay, Christianity does not teach that, at least modern day Christianity. All right, so that's off as hell. But anyway, let's play a couple of minutes of this video and we'll get a couple of precepts and that'll be that. So here we go.
But okay, so I read that you said that. Okay, you said don't sleep around, don't do all of these things. Right. So my question for you is this then: if you are advising women to date around, but date around meaning that there isn't any sex, right? So let's include everything you put in there. You said,
hold on for 1 second. Can y'all pull that right back?
Yeah, just pull it up so we can read it. Yeah, pull it up. Got it.
Go ahead.
So my question for you is: so you're pretty much telling women to date around, but exclude all of the those activities that he just read. Now, wouldn't you say if that woman is going to be dating multiple men, meaning going out on dates with men, that would increase her probability to be more promiscuous?
And that's whoredom, man. Okay, that's whoredom because, for one thing, a woman is only supposed to deal with one man. Okay, she's not supposed to have no options. Oh, that date didn't work. Now all of a sudden I'm gonna go to this man, and then you setting the woman up for failure because eventually somebody's gonna end up cracking her melon open because she's using men for money to go on dates, but she's not giving up the poom poom, man. Okay, you know how many men are crashing out because they're going on dates, spending all this money on these wicked women, but yet they're not getting anything in return? You think that's gonna... No, man. Okay, if a man takes a woman on a date, he's looking for something in return, unless he's just a complete cuck or a simp. Okay, it's called a service for a service. You paying for the box, basically. You paying for it. You take on a date, and in return, she comes and she busts it wide open for you. And that's ideally how the average man think, or at least I thought. Okay, but let this guy tell it. The women are running it. They're running scandals on men. And then this is the reason why the scriptures say that their leaders cause them to err. Because for the simple fact, you're teaching them to go out and to be adulterous, and there's no repercussions behind it. Okay, whether she goes on a date, whether she gives the man a hug at the end of the date, the fact that if she's doing that with more than one man, she's a harlot, man. And the Bible speaks against being a whore. So this dude on the left, this is why we tell you niggas out there, man, you part of this Christian madness. Hey, the Lord ain't dealing with you. Okay, this is wickedness, man.
I'm not going to answer that question. I'm not going to answer that question.
You wouldn't. Why won't you answer that question? Because it's a fact.
You just listen to the thing, man.
No,
I got you.
It doesn't matter. So what you said was,
you won.
Let me finish. Here's what I'm trying to say. This is all I'm saying, right? You said women date them all,
right?
And then you have these areas over here with them not to do, right? Mm-hmm. It's just like if you tell someone, go to the strip club and don't get no dances from no girls. It's gonna be very hard for a man to be seeing all of this booty clapping, or all of this booty walking around and stuff, and to then not get any dances from a girl.
Right.
Meanwhile, let's take this same logical entailment and say, if you're going to tell to women, go out there and date them all, you're putting them in a situation where they can be promiscuous. There's more opportunities for a guy to raise them up and have a one night stand. More opportunities for a guy to...
And he's absolutely right, man, because these women are fucking hoes. A lot of times, man, these women be wanting to pop you. They be wanting you to pop them, man. They just pick and choose on what man they feel worthy to let, do the deal with them. But this guy on the left, he's bringing confusion. And you got women that adhere to that standard. And they really believe that. Whether the preacher said it, well, the preacher is off, because the scriptures don't say that, man. All right, so let's get a precept real quick. And Salaki, I'm driving. So this is Leviticus 19 and 21. It says, 29, it says, do not prostitute thy daughter to cause her to be a whore, lest the land fall to whoredom and the land become full of wickedness. And this is the result of women being liberated, man. Okay, you've given the woman a liberty. You've totally emasculated the man. This is the reason why these women are out here bogus as all hell. Okay, have no guidance, having kids out of wedlock, having 6, 7 different baby fathers, man, duping the system by putting men on child support, getting aid, all this other stuff, man. And you could think the fucking outside of the white man, you could think these boule jakes in the Christian church, because the Christian church elevates the woman, because 90% of the people in attendance of the Christian church is that black woman. Okay, if you see some type of a male figure there, if he's not a homosexual, you better believe that he's being brought into the church because of his damn wife, man. And usually the woman is having some type of lustful affair with the head pastor, man. It's confusion. Jake is wicked. All right, this is why we tell you, brothers, man, hey, look, the hell with these Christians, man. Let them all burn if they don't repent. Leviticus 21 and 7, it says, they should not take a wife that is a whore or profane, neither should they take a woman put away from her husband, for she is holy unto the Most High. Okay, so when you plan a harlot or you plan a field, going on different dates, that's still prostitution, man. Okay, even if you ain't giving up the box, that's still prostitution, because the fact that you're able to court and engage with different men, okay, you get to pick and choose. You don't get a right to, you don't choose a damn husband. Your husband chooses you. Okay, even in this day and age, a woman, she can't choose what man she marries. Okay, the men ultimately choose whether he wants to be with the woman or not. Okay, and it's always like that, because women are fucking hypergamous, man. No matter what they try to tell you on The View and all these feminine-led talk shows, at the end of the day, no matter how much empowerment that they give these so-called women, because they're not even really women, they're females, man. As my man Black Ram say, he called them fee-fails, because you have the woman extremities, but you don't have the woman tendencies, man. All right, okay, you're basically women with dicks, to say the least. You're masculine as hell. But anyway, at the end of the day, you don't choose the man you want to be with. Okay, he chooses you, because at the end of the day, the man has the liberty to leave and go as he pleases. All right, Leviticus 21:9, it says, and the daughter of any priest, if she is profane herself by playing the whore, which is a prostitute, sleeping around, jumping rod to rod, that's whoredom. Okay, it says she profaned her father and she should be burnt with fire. So if you're the daughter of a priest and you play the harlotry, then you get burnt with fire. So this suit and tie wearing demon, well, he ain't got a tie on, but you could tell he's a hustler. He's a huckster, man. Okay, he's in it for the money. And you can look at his spirit and tell he ain't right. You know, but he's basically destroying Jake with this mentality, man. All right, so I'm gonna play a little bit more, and we'll get a couple more precepts, and that'll be that.
Sell them a dream and break their heart. My point is that women need to have discernment, and discernment, you don't need to be going and dating around. That doesn't make any sense.
Exactly.
Doesn't make any sense. In order to have discernment, you need no ability to be dating around.
You see, he looks like a demon. Look at the demon on him, man. Okay, this guy's a full fucking demon. You know, he's laughing because, you know, he's cut. But he put out that laugh because he's caught in his act. Because you a preacher, so-called a preacher of God, but you're telling women to go play the field. Like, where they do that at, man? Especially if you claiming to be a Bible professing Christian and you're teaching against the scriptures. The scriptures say if a woman has been put away from her husband, let her not remarry. So how much more her jumping around, going on different dates? Oh, as long as she ain't giving up the cootie cat. Look, man, these bitches are gonna have sex. Okay, they gonna have sex with who they deem worthy to get their little used up box. Okay, that's just what's gonna happen. Okay, even if she wants to resist it, if it's a man that get a, you know, right between the legs, and he's some type of a wicked, grimy hood Jake, hey, he's gonna get the skins, man. Okay, look at this guy, Travis Hunter. Look at his fiance, that demon. She's completely a whore. She's been busting it wide open, you know. So there's no difference. You ain't doing nothing but giving Keisha a bigger license to be bigger whores, man.
You're laughing because you know you're caught. You're laughing because you know that statement leads women astray. You know that statement leads women astray. That statement right there telling women to date around.
You just want to argue, bro. You got it, man.
No, bro, because that was very bad dating advice. Extremely bad dating advice.
You got it, man.
And you still didn't even answer my first question, so I just ask it again. Do you think that it will increase, if you tell women to date around, do you think that would increase the probability for her to be promiscuous, which will go against everything that you said in the text for her not to do?
Again, you see this family again. I can't wait for the replay after replay after replay.
You shouldn't be coaching anyone, bro.
The devil has a dazzling tongue. A dazzling tongue.
Yeah, you absolutely right. And you the devil because you got a dazzling tongue, man, because you sit up here teaching against the scriptures, bro. Okay, you the devil in this case. You the fucking devil. You damn nigga. This is why I don't fuck with. This is why I don't like this. This is why I don't deal with Jake. You know, because they ain't right.
When a person's well traveled, let's remove the word dating and add the word courting, right? You can't compare this to booty cheeks clapping in the strip club.
Dating, man.
Listen, brother.
You're changing
You cannot compare a woman, a grown woman, dating or courting to booty cheeks being clapped in a strip club and a man throwing ones.
No,
brothers. That's why we need to follow the directions of God, brothers. That's why we need to follow the directions of God. That's why we need to follow the directions of God.
But we are following directions. We're reading the scriptures. The scriptures cut you, bro. The scriptures said a woman is not supposed to be a whore. Now, if you try to say, oh, that's the Old Testament. Wait a minute, man. Didn't who you call Jesus, which his name is Yahushua, quote from the Old Testament? And also when Yahushua was on the scene, who you ignorantly called Jesus, the New Testament wasn't written yet. So obviously they were going off what was already written. Okay, you have to stop thinking of it in terms of New Testament and Old Testament. It's one book, man. Okay, you got the Old Covenant, and then you have grace, and then you have the enter into the New Covenant, man. And Yahushua has shed his blood so the New Covenant can be fully intact once he returns, man. Because right now we're under grace. Okay? So what the hell is this dude talking about? This is why it says now you can see how dangerous modern Christianity is, and a lot of these black women and women in general, they adopt this mindset because they believe it's okay. Okay, when you go anywhere in the world outside of the Western dogma, You don't have this type of behavior, man. Okay, and this is why Esau Edom sends mercenaries in these different countries to push this wickedness over there, man. And this is why nations are trying to get his ass out of there. Okay, don't nobody want their woman used up and jumping rod to ride and sleeping with other. Well, nobody wants that, man. Only you want that, because you the damn devil, all right? To say the least, you are the devil that the Bible talks about, and you got a bunch of jakes or little black devils that follows your deviltry, man. Okay, you got niggas that's worse than the freaking white man, man. It's a damn shame. All right, but let me park the car and get a couple more precepts, and we'll end it here. I just want to make the point real quick. So Salakia, give me 1 second, brothers. Damn. I don't know why the hell am I even up here. 1 second, brothers. Salakia. But this is why the 2/3 is going to be destroyed. You're a Christian, you're going to be destroyed. All right, I don't give a damn how righteous you think you are. If you won't come out of that madness, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is going to destroy you with extreme prejudice, man. All right, the Lord don't give a damn about your traditions of men. That's all it is. It's a tradition of men. You know, like everybody went and celebrate this bullshit Christmas, man. And a lot of Christians will admit that, oh yeah, we know it's pagan, so why in the hell are you celebrating it then? Bunch of hypocrites.
As a woman of God, I am a single mother, right? And I've had my seasons of going through things. And I think what Cooley said about single moms being for use only, I just feel like his thinking is what's really killing African American women. I feel like we just go through so many things, and we always have to hear this like red pill versus blue pill type of conversations. And I feel like it hurts us a lot to hear how, and I could see his perspective as a man. I can understand that. I can be very realistic, but I just think that when you spew this type of rhetoric on the internet, you're putting your impression on possibly young men that are now being infected with your thoughts. As a black man, you should really want to empower black women.
Get the fuck out of here, man. You black women have already been empowered by this wicked system, and you've done nothing but abuse the power that you so-called have, man. All right, you need to be disempowered, if that's even a word. You don't need no more power. You need to be put back in your fucking place, man, because you don't know how to run a house. Okay, you don't know how to raise children. You don't have no respect. You have nothing. So you don't need to be empowered. That was the problem. And Esau knew that. Okay, it's time for you women to shut your damn mouth and get back in order, or the Most High is going to wipe y'all asses out. And that's just what it is. The empowered, titled black woman doesn't want men to wake up after many years of the black woman's advantage, using a white man's system to access privilege to rule over her husband. Fuck you bitches, man. Empower when those missiles hit you niggas. That just pisses me the fuck off, bro. Deuteronomy 23:17. It says there should be no whore of the daughters of Israel. And you women are whores, man. All right. You matter of fact, doing a whore, that don't even do you justice calling you whores, man. Okay, that's a nice word of saying you a bunch of hoes and sluts. Majority of you. Every last one of you, really. All right. It says here, thou shalt not bring the price. Matter of fact, there should not be a whore of the daughters of Israel, nor a sodomite of the sons of Israel. Okay. And when you go into the word, it really goes into temple harlotry. All right. When they had certain sacrifices and rituals they would do in temples, professing worship to idols and different gods. Like when you go to the Church of Hollywood today, which is basically the church of damn, what is it? The Church of Hollywood. Yeah. The Hollywood or the Babylonian church. That's all it is, man. It's a bunch of idolatry. And it includes actual live orgies with sexual acts being done in the midst, man. Okay. And it says here, thou shalt not bring the hire of a whore or the price of a dog into the house of the Lord thy power for any vow, for even both of these are abominations to the Lord thy power, man. Okay, so no, that's an abomination. You're not supposed to be a whore. Okay, because going in the New Testament, 1 Timothy 5, it tells us here, verses 9, Matter of fact, let's start at 10. It says, well reported of good works, if she have brought up children, if she have lodged strangers, if she have washed the saints' feet, if she have relieved the afflicted, if she have diligently followed every good work. But the younger widows refuse. Okay, widows means that you don't have a husband. Okay, so that don't mean that you go out and you just jump ride the ride. Okay, it says, for when they have begun to wax one time against Yahushai, they will marry, which marriage means sex. Okay, when you come together with somebody, that's what even the Christians will agree. Marriage means to come together as one, right? And you do that through the act of sex. Okay, paperwork don't make you marry, because let's just say if I sign some paperwork, I could still be separated from my wife, even with the paperwork and agreement. So that does not make you married. Okay, that's just a contractual obligation through the state to tax the man. And that's just really what it is. You know, even though certain Israelite groups push that whole marriage on paper nonsense, that shit is wicked, because you're bound by third-party contracts, man, which is set to put you in debt. So the ultimate form of marriage is popping the woman, man. Okay, and then you consummate the marriage through the tokens of our virginity, and the families come together, and bam, there you go. That's how it's really done. All right. But it says here, having damnation, they have cast off their first faith, and withal they learn to be idle, wandering about from house to house, not only idle, but tattlers, also busybodies, speaking things which they ought not, which is why women have to be ruled over. Okay, and you see a lot of that in these camps. Like, prime example, the lady that left IUIC that pretty much speculated to Johanna that Nate deals with men. Okay, which me personally, I don't know, man. I mean, I don't think Nate is on that kick, but who knows, man? When you take the bag and you sell out to these particular Rosicrucians and Jesuit orders, ain't no telling. Nate probably had to drink blood or some shit. Okay, it doesn't surprise me that if he dealt with a man, but also, you know, I just don't, you know, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? He don't rub me as the guy that's a mo. But then again, you know, you just never know. So I'm not going to put an allegation say, yeah, Nate is a mo. But then again, some things he mentioned was speculative. You know, but case in point, you have women that bring about confusion, because now you got an even bigger feud between a UPK and an IUIC when they're kind of going back and forth. And the woman went over from IUIC to UPK to pretty much spread the dossier on Nate's camp to Johanna. Okay, that's a busybody. That's wandering about from house to house. That's being tattlers, busybodies, speaking things which they ought not. It says, I would therefore that the younger women marry. Okay, it didn't say go on fucking dates. It didn't say play the whore. Okay, it didn't say go up and down on OnlyFans, jumping club to club, ride the ride. No, but it stated that I prefer the younger women marry. All right. It says to guide the house, give none occasion to the adversary to speak reproachfully. Okay, it says, for some are already turned out of Satan, meaning that a lot of you are already dealing with Satan, man. Okay, your mindset, you already given over to the left-hand side. You see? So that's why the scriptures tell women to be with one man, because women bring forth fucking confusion, and you got that demon that's instigating the fact, man. All right, let's get this Jeremiah 5, and let's start at verses Jeremiah 5, and I'm gonna start at verses 7. It says here, how shall I pardon thee for this? It reads, thy children have forsaken me and sworn by them that are no gods. When I have fed them to the full, they then committed adultery and assembled themselves by troops in a harlot's houses. That's talking about these damn churches, man. Okay, it says they were as fed horses in the morning. Everyone neighed after his neighbor's wife. Okay, this is why we tell you don't bring your women around, man. It says, should I not visit thee for these things, says Yahweh? It says, should not my soul be avenged on such a nation as this? Going down verses 27, verses 31, the prophets prophesy falsely, and the priests bear wounds by their means, and he's a wicked priest, a wicked prophet, and my people love to have it so. And what will ye do in the end thereof? All right, so that's pretty much it, man. Giving all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Lord's will, you will edify.